Iman International Schools. Knowledge for future.
Hello class.
Hello.
Today we are going to continue with our separation technique, and we're going to be seeing centrifugation. We are going to use centrifuging machine to separate liquids in which substances have been suspended in them. Now, with your naked eyes, everything will blend and look as if it is one. But when we use centrifuging machine to separate it, those substances that are embedded in them that can pass through a filter will now go down as a denser substance and stay at the bottom. Now, if you go to the hospital for treatment, let's assume you are having typhoid fever. They don't use the whole blood to test for the typhoid fever. They centrifuge that blood and separate the blood, the red blood cells, which is denser at the bottom, from the plasma and the white blood cells. So they can now pick from that top and now go for the test, for a wider test, to ascertain if you have a typhoid fever or not. The same thing with urine. When they want to go for a urinalysis, they can also spin that urine so that they will get some cells at the bottom of that test tube. And then they will now test for those cells to know what is actually wrong with the person. Another substance that can be centrifuged is muddy waters. You get a water that is muddy. It looks brownish and looks as if it's blending. But if you centrifuge it and leave it for some time, it settles down. The muddy part of it settles at the bottom, while the clear liquid, which is the water, floats at top. So now we are going to do the same centrifugation now. We have 4 bottles here, 4 test tubes. We are grateful for those that have submitted some of blood sample. We have the urine, and we also have the muddy water. So we are going to get these samples into these test tubes and then fill the last test tube with just a distilled water, and now insert it into the manual centrifuge. The centrifuge are of different types. We have the machine run one, like the ones you see in the hospital. They just plug it to electricity and it spins on its own. But this one is the manual. We are going to fix the hand, and by the time you turn it in one direction, it will now spin. And after some time, the solid substance inside this will now settle at the bottom. So can we start now?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Yeah. Keep doing it. Let's see if you get faster. Faster. If you get faster,
blood sample that you can see it was separated. This is the sample that is at the bottom. You see? 3 minutes of centrifuging. This is what we obtain. This is the blood sample separated out. This is the blood sample separated out. What you are seeing now. As you can see, this is mud water, which is also separated out after the 30 minutes of the centrifuge. This is also separated, as you can also see.
As you can see, this is urine. It is also separated after 30 minutes of centrifuge.
As you can see, this is also urine, which is separated after 30 minutes of centrifuging.